Hey, it's 28mm RPG. Rick here with the rest of the gang. Say hello, rest of the gang.
Hello, rest of the gang.
Hello, Rick.
Hello
Hello,
to
Rick.
you all. Yep, yep, yep.
All righty. So, back to episode 2 of this season. And once again, me, Rick, we have Josh playing Cobb. We have
Hello.
Spencer playing Rye.
Hello.
And we have 𝙏𝙍𝘼𝙑𝙀𝙍 playing Animus.
Howdy.
And we also have Shadow from Shadow and Sun playing 𝙏𝙍𝘼𝙑𝙀𝙍.
Howdy, folks. Hope you guys all had a great weekend.
And yeah, so far so good. I have a little bit of a tiny migraine, but it's okay. We're going to get through this. I have capped myself off with the Toque of Knowledge, so I should be well, I think.
And the hot chocolate of power.
Hot chocolate of power in my goofy cup, my sacred goofy cup.
And the goofy cup.
That'll be followed up by Dr. Pepper. Please endorse. No. Alrighty. So, what kind of a mess are you guys gonna get into this week? Let's see. So, ship has hit the jump drive. I'm always wanting to say hyperdrive. Jump drive, and everything starts to kind of, you get these little fluctuations happening in the lighting system that's occurring every once in a while. You are all doing all your little things to enhance yourself during your trip. I believe Spencer's working on his endurance. And Shadow, what's your character working on?
I was working on astrogation, which was a dumb pick, but I'm going to stick with it.
Okay. I know Spencer was doing the endurance thing. Cobb, you were doing...
It was melee unarmed, but I did get that up, so I might work on gunner turret and get that up a bit more.
And 𝙏𝙍𝘼𝙑𝙀𝙀𝙍 is working on...
I think he's probably going to work on some target practice, try to get his shooting skills on point.
Gun combat. Alrighty, just so I have it on my new notes. I for some reason I've lost my sheet. I had it here and it just went gone, and I don't know where it went. It just disappeared. Alrighty. So, yeah, you guys are basically, the group of you is going to be Rye and 𝙏𝙍𝘼𝙑𝙀𝙀𝙍 and Animus are all in the bridge. As you're checking over, the consoles and everything, and making sure everything's aligning proper to the telemetry of the jump travel. It seems to be okay, but every once in a while you hear Overton saying, "Oh, be careful! There's going to be another short on Junction 9." Yep, that popped again, and he cuts out, and then suddenly you hear everybody come back online again, and the communications is restored. He says, "Hey man, I think we're having some issues here. We just don't have enough parts going on, and I feel like our ship's starting to fall apart here. We're gonna have to go to a starport like fast."
Roger that. We are working on it as we speak. Keep us informed.
You hear something going on in the background. He's like, no, 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 no. And then you hear the communications cut.
Adamus will make his way aft to see if he can assist.
Adamus, you go ahead and make your way through the corridors. As you're clambering through, you notice that you can see Rusk and Scott. He's trying to mend up. He's got a bunch of bandages on his face, but they're all kind of looking over kind of observing the booster that you have. The what would it be called? Basically a booster reactor is what you have on your ship, which you have collected up, obviously, from the FAL. And it seems to be all in place. They're just making sure everything's ratcheted. Since your last combat, they shook up the ship like massively, and they're just trying to readjust it to make sure it's all back to where it's at. Also, the whole entire cargo bay itself is a mess. There's stuff strewn about all over the place. You can see Jack. He is actually not Jack. Frank is in the fray here. He's like picking up tools and putting them in a pouch, and he's wondering what certain things are, and he's just trying to put them away. And as you're passing that, you also see that some of the cabling has been dismantled along the corridor as you start heading into the engine room. And you can hear Overton arguing with Jack about something. You kind of come in the middle of the conversation, and Jack is like, yeah, but if we go ahead and we connect this to the jump drive, we could go ahead and we can manipulate both time and space, and it would be very interesting to find out exactly how this. And Overton's going, no, we are not going to go ahead and do that. This technology of yours, it's experimental, and we want to get to the saw in one piece. At least,
Hey, Jack.
Within this,
Hey, Jack,
within
how's it
this.
going?
Hey, how's it? Long time no see. What have you guys been doing up there?
Yeah, it's been minutes since I saw you last. So listen, we really I could use your help on the bridge. I want to make sure that there's no lasting effects from your amazing invention, but maybe we can talk about wiring things into things later. But maybe you can come with me and let Overton clean up the work back here, because there's like a lot to do. And you can come help me up on the bridge. Yeah, good. Okay,
that
all right.
sounds
Hey,
awesome,
Overton.
Adamus. I think that's a great idea. Let's go.
Okay,
And
all right.
Overton's
Overton,
like,
anything I can help with?
No. Don't worry about anything here. I think I've got everything straightened out. I'm just kind of looking over how Jack wired in this thing into our system here, and I'm everything should be okay. I've isolated certain systems, but we have an issue because what's happening right now is a lot of our systems is being taken over by something. I think it is occurring in the power generator. Could be something to do with that the AI's technology. So the one that we use to repair the jump drive and use a little bit. It seems to be it seems to be rather evasive.
Yes, it's the Paul-tech that's infiltrating.
Oh no, not the fall tech. No, this is the Jukuian stuff.
Okay. let me go back to bridge. I'm going to run some diagnostics and see if I can isolate the particular problem. Maybe we can neutralize it for now.
Yeah, certainly. I will stay here and I will go ahead and start making readjustments to what's going on here. Make sure we're all solid. Don't worry,
Can you
sir.
give me an ETA for the captain? But no, I trust you. What kind of a an estimated time to completion are we looking at?
Give me about 2 hours. 2 hours. I should be getting everything back to normal.
Okay, can we continue underway, or do we need to call a
Oh
stop?
no,
until you're,
definitely.
finished?
You don't want to go kick ourselves out of jump. That would be like we'd be lost if that happened.
Okay.
No, definitely keep us on
Well,
course.
And how long do we have until we arrive at our destination? Do you know?
Very questionable. Only because some of this stuff has been wired in, not by Jack. Don't get me wrong. It's not Jack's fault on some of this stuff, but this 𝙍𝙍𝘼𝙑𝙀𝙍𝙍 AI has been taking over a lot of our, like I say, our power systems, and it's been rerouting things. And I'm trying to sever several of the links in order to keep it normal. But this stuff is just—it's like a weed.
Perhaps a different approach. Maybe I could communicate with it directly.
That's a good idea. He goes, give me a couple of moments. Go up to the bridge. I will have things connected shortly.
Okay. Yes, perhaps the 𝙍𝙍𝘼𝙑𝙀𝙍𝙍 tech, I could interface it, directly into my neural membrane and see if I can communicate directly with the AI.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, Jack, come on with me. We're gonna go up and I've got some several terabytes of analytic results. I need you to manually sift through. It'll take you a little time.
Does this ship have a mechano set? I really miss my mechano set from back in this station.
I take him back to the bridge.
Okay. And shortly thereafter, you do get a message, and he says, Overton goes, "Hey, you know those little glitches that you're seeing on your screen, on the overhead projection?
Yes.
I think your assumptions have been true. It wants to communicate with us. It's I'm clearing out up right now." And he goes ahead and starts doing some toying around with your holographic projection, and you're suddenly noticing these glitches start coming up as little words, and they're starting to make a little bit of sense as they're popping up. The rest of you guys in the bridge there are noticing this too, and things are getting cleared up. These little tiny little light glitches that you see on the bottom of your holographic screen are stretching out, and then suddenly they're making words, and it's like hello is what you're seeing written on the bottom of the screen.
I will. I'm going to speak to it and say, "Hello, can you hear me?"
It says it says mouth moving, no here.
So I'm going to try something perhaps a little reckless. I'm going to take one of the 𝙍𝙍𝘼𝙑𝙀𝙍𝙍 fibers and see if I can actually insert it in under my skin and see if it'll make contact with my nervous system and see if I can actually interface directly, jack into it.
Alrighty. Go ahead and use an
Welcome to the
engineering
main-
roll for me, please.
Okay. Electronics or just straight engineering?
I would say
There's the
it's underneath engineering. In this
Okay.
case.
It's a 7.
Make sure that I have all on the chat here so everybody can see. And yeah, alrighty. You insert and you start getting this kind of a weird kind of tingling sensation happening, and suddenly you start getting over your ear comm, some sort of crackling going on, and then it's starting to like you're hearing something like it's trying to form words, but it's almost like it's trying to figure it out.
Okay. I will attempt to decipher what it's saying, and I'm trying to get to a point where it's even more on the level of meaning, not language, and see if I can really just interface directly with the
rest of you guys in the cockpit are watching Adamus kind of do his thing, and he's kind of trying to concentrate here on what's going on. No, you guys don't hear any kind of noises or anything, but you think he's by the looks of him, he's connected to something in there. Jack looks at you. He's like, "Are you okay, Adamus? Are you okay?"
He's deep in thought.
eyes roll back in my head.
Deep in something, all right.
Now,
don't worry, Jack. Don't worry.
As you are doing this, do a social check. I'm gonna put it to that.
Okay, give you a diplomacy or persuade. Okay, diplomacy. There you go.
And you're starting to get feelings. You're starting to feel something come through. It's almost like it's it's not your feelings, but you're getting an impression from how the connections right now, and it's questioning, like going where, that sort of thing. It's confused.
I'm trying to project. I'm trying to project a feeling of friendship and calm.
It gives you a feedback, kind of like but hurt, pain, not good.
I respond with empathy, compassion, and a desire to help. I don't understand. What's causing you pain? How can we stop it?
It's indicating rejuvenate, home. It's saying home.
So I will do my best to communicate that if it wants to go home, we will try to get it there, but it's going to take time. And we need its help. It needs help in the meantime.
It basically responds with an okay. Pain.
And okay.
That's basically what you're getting from it.
Okay, I will attempt to extricate myself from the physical connection, if it will permit me to.
Beep, beep, beep.
And then I will... Captain Adamus. Actually, I guess we're on the bridge. Captain, I have something to report. The AI...
Go ahead.
Is sentient, and it is infiltrating our systems, but it's doing so because it's trying for self-preservation. It's hurting, and it needs to return to its source to heal. I have convinced it for now not to do anything further to interfere with us, and that we will work with it, but for the time being we need its help. And although it remains in pain, it has agreed to that plan.
I'll make sure it makes it home after we get where we need to go.
Thank you.
Excellent. Good work.
Overton comes over this comm again.
How are we making with the rest of the repairs, Overton?
He's looks like I've got things settled. I don't know. You may have calmed things down for now, but yeah, I'm just getting ready for this thing to go ahead and start trying to take over the the electrical systems again, and start. I don't know what it's gonna do, but I think it
Overton,
has.
this is. I'm sorry, Overton. This is Adamus. We have had a breakthrough. I was able to communicate with the AI. It has agreed to cease its efforts to infiltrate for the time being, and I believe that we can maintain that communication with it as needed. So hopefully, we will be able to continue without further disruptions at this time.
He breathes a sigh of relief. Okay, good. Alrighty, so yeah, it looks like I got things shored up now.
Is there any other repairs that need to be done to this ship?
Oh, yeah, there's definitely we need to totally overhaul what we have going on right now. We've been using kind of low tech to kind of circumvent problems that we have right now. The thing is, the technology we have in this ship is a heck of a lot higher. But also now we've got tech, which is totally like beyond what this ship can handle.
My next question is this thing going to make it to Saw?
Oh yeah, it should. I mean, as long as the jump field, the sheath of plasma maintains its hold, it should be good.
Okay. I got faith in our crew. I got faith in this ship. Let's see if we can make it there.
Yeah, roger that there, sir. Yeah, we'll have this, I'll do my best back here. And you hear a little bit thing going over your comm for Kos. You hear Russ say, hey, is everything okay up there?
Good.
We still good with the crew?
Yep.
That's good. I was a little worried at what we just went through. It may have kind of strained our relationships. As long as you have
No worries.
it all...
I'm actually. We're gonna have a little talk with everybody on board real quick here, because we're about to enter a situation that's gonna need a plan. We're gonna have to. If everything I'm hearing is accurate, we've got bigger fish to fry than just this technical issue right now.
Yeah, he goes, well, keep me posted. We're just trying to make sure everything's settled with this booster generator. Not too sure about this technology. It's way out there. It's crazy advanced stuff. I don't know how they'll make heads or tails of it back home, but if there is a back home.
Kind of what I was thinking.
All right, talk to you later. He cuts the communication. Now, soon enough...
Captain.
Go ahead.
Captain.
Go ahead.
It occurs to me that if we literally are 20 years from where we want to be, we've got to come up with a plan.
Okay.
Anywhere we go, we're gonna have some explaining to do.
Okay.
And I don't think we want to share Jack's technology with anyone. And I don't think we want to be too lax when we pull into port. Like I said, we're gonna have some explaining to do.
Then we'll make sure we're
Yeah.
ready for all contingencies that might happen.
I wouldn't even know where to begin. We were supposed to be somewhere 20 years ago, and if we just suddenly start waltzing around like everything's fine, it won't be too long before someone, comes looking for their merchandise and wondering where the hell we've been.
So do you want to take the chance of going there to collect it, or what do you want to do?
Well, we would have to reestablish communication and try to get them to buy, a story that happens to be true. But would you buy it? Yeah, we just missed
Possibly.
20 years into the future. Sorry for the delay. Here's your, your merchandise. Nice doing business with you. Good luck. Adios. Yeah. No, they're gonna want some blood.
I hear you.
I think our best course of action is to get as much information on, news we can use over the last 20 years to see what's going on before we do anything.
Copy that. Adamus, did you hear that?
Yeah, I copy that. Perhaps it would be
See-
wise to disguise our identity as we make our way into the next port. I can go ahead and work on adjusting the ship's registry to give us a new number, a new ID, so we're not running
Perfect.
this Nebuchadnezzar.
Can you do any backlogging on the last 20 years that happened on SAW?
Yeah,
Since we got a bounty, to get a payday. See if there's anything that changed over in the last 20 years.
Yeah, I'll review the archive feed and see if there's any information I can glean from it.
Okay. Cobb? This is the captain. We need to make sure that we're fully armed with everything that comes in. We're going to try and do some elusive stuff to go back onto SAW, but we might need the firepower to back us up in case things go south.
Roger that. I'll do what we can with what we got.
Copy that.
I'm going to try to hack the ship's transponder, change our registry number, and from the name Nebuchadnezzar to the Belshazzar, who's a descendant of his, and see if we can re-identify ourselves.
Perfect.
It won't appear in any on any ship registries out there, but that's not unusual. Perhaps we can slip through.
Excellent work.
Yeah, you start working away on it, and at the same time, you're trying to bring up any kind of archives. Lots of stuff is pending. You get a lot of pending happening on the computer as far as the history. By the looks of it, as soon as you get out of jump space, the update will keep on going, and you'll receive all the historical feeds that you could possibly get within the region, of course. Just to kind of give you a little background, because every time you enter into a new system, you get an update on your computer, a little bit of information from all the incoming feeds from different information boats, express boats being sent to and from different areas, bringing in new information, new news. Actually, some of the news being obviously weeks old, but it's something that you can kind of use. Just give you a little bit of headspace on the traveler aspects of how you receive news and everything from each system. And soon enough, after much time, deliberation, after doing a little bit of more fixing up on the ship and everything, doing your practice runs with practicing with your gunnery and such, doing some computer simulations, Cobb, you're trying out different things to get your performance up a little bit. You start improving your scores and stuff slowly. Managing better and better simulations. On hitting targets and stuff like that. The rest of you guys are doing your things around the ship, trying to go ahead and better yourselves, keep your mind off of the tedium that's around you, keeping Jack out of trouble every once in a while, getting him out of the engineering room, out of Overton's hair. Zalia, she's gone into a little bit of a depression mode by the looks of her, and she's with the crew, the loss of life that has just occurred, and but she's trying to hold herself together. You see, every once in a while she'll come check up on you guys, make sure everything's okay, and tear up a little bit, but say that she's okay as she's doing basic health checks on everyone. And soon enough, the indicators show you should be out of jump within relatively a short time. It's getting to be that time now. Overton gives you a countdown suddenly of the ship to come out of the bubble. Appears that everything he's like, yeah, looks like your astrogation, on the nav map there, it's spot on by what the specs are saying. Should be coming out any second now. Brace yourselves. And then suddenly the sheath starts coming off. You start feeling the shudder around the ship, and you kind of feel something flies off, but your ship holds tight, and then suddenly, you're suddenly in real space once again. The ship lights up with a bunch of indications showing that you are currently in what is known as a red zone.
Son of a.
I scan my
That's not
records to
good.
remember what a red zone is.
Okay, so there is there's the like normal zone, normal space, any traveling space. Okay, there's no zone dedicated to it. An amber zone would be something to be cautious about. Something about the society would be kind of a little bit wary, be careful, be at your best behavior kind of idea. Red zone is a indication that you should not be traveling in this area at all.
I immediately shut down all external emissions, go silent.
Okay.
Kill the engines. We're going to drift for now.
Kill everything. You get the reading of, once again, you've got a trinary system before you. You've got the map showing you on the graphics, showing the 3D hydrographics, and what's happening is you are seeing basically the planet, which is kind of off kilter. It's a very large moon of one of the gas giants, which is the main world of this system. It's the one that you have traveled before, the one that you had dropped Tara-esh off on. And you notice that you are not getting the typical starport signal coming from that direction. It's offline from what you see.
Overton, this is after this. Yeah, Overton, you
Yes,
back
sir.
there? Scram the reactor core, go cold. Station keeping only, be prepared to power back up on our command.
Very well. And
Kill power to all the systems
Good
except
job,
the
Adamus.
sensor
Let's put our ear to the
systems,
ground.
sensors, and go passive sensor sweep on all EM channels, looking for any communications or other radiation coming from out ahead of us?
Your ship goes dark, and you just have basic your basic ship's life support systems going. Your more passive arrays are still functioning. You do have a scout ship passive array, which is still fairly strong if you wanted to still probe out there without being noticed.
Okay, looking really to do passive sweeps, so nothing emanating from the spacecraft, but just scanning for any passive scanning for any electromagnetic emissions that we can receive.
Okay. Well, you're getting the typical planet spectrograms of all the gravity wells and all that stuff around. You're getting, you're not picking up any types of spacecraft in the vicinity at all. In fact,
Captain,
you recall that there were satellite systems around this planetoid. You do not see anything at all there.
Captain, we got a problem. Something cataclysmic has happened in the system. There is no sign of life right now. I have anticipated your orders and had the engineer go cold on the reactor to try to avoid broadcasting anything to give away our position. We're drifting. We need to come up with a plan. This is a red zone.
Crackle, crackle.
All right. Open frequencies. Let's see if there's any signals coming out from the planet, anything around there. The satellites seem to be down as well.
Crackle, crackle. In your mic system.
Oh, am I crackling?
No. That's what you're hearing as the character.
Oh.
Okay. I'm
Dude,
sitting
don't scare me like that, man. I'm like...
Yeah,
I'm not speaking over the intercom. I'm on the bridge. I'm actually talking to him. We're right there next to each other.
Oh, yeah. Your communications, your inner communications from one to the other, you're hearing a crackle come through every once in a while.
Okay, it must be a jamming signal or something that's going on right now. It's jamming all our signals, even though we're drifting. Satellites are down, and it looks like the planet's dead. It looks like it's dark. We'll keep drifting for now, see if there's any other ships that are around the area or any anomalies that might be causing this problem.
Captain, while we're doing that, I'm going to plot a jump to our next spot in case we have to power up and get the hell out of here. What do we want our next destination to be?
Looking at what the situation that we're in right now, we're
Crackle. Rye. Crackle. You hear a familiar voice. Feminine.
Tara?
Rye. Is that you?
I'm here. Tara.
I haven't heard your voice in such a long time.
You're alive. What's going on?
I'm in a facility, I think. Still on the planet. Crackle.
Why is everything dark?
I don't know. The scientists, they don't tell me much. Come get me. I miss you guys. Is everybody okay? It's been so long.
Can anyone hear this?
The rest of you guys are hearing it coming over the comm system as well. It's your own personal frequency.
Captain, I advise caution. We don't know who that could be. That could be somebody impersonating Tara. I wouldn't give away our position. I'd be very, very tight-lipped.
Yeah. While that's going on, I'm going to signal them that I'm going to go EVA and take a look around with my own eyes. Pop out the turret hatch and see if I can see anything.
Okay. Okay. You end up heading out through the hatch, and you head out. You can see the ship is still drifting, and as you are as you exit out, you exit at the same speed as well, and you're kind of just looking around in space. You can see
Okay.
you can see the the gas giant, a couple of the moons around it as well. You do see the large moon, which is the one which you had traveled to before and dropped Tar off.
Okay. Mm. Do we see anything man-made? I'm gonna look for. Sorry, I'm looking for see if I can find anything man-made. See if there's any damaged debris.
From what you can see, it's way too far. You're just basically seeing a small dot, basically, off in the distance of what that planetoid is. You don't notice anything around, streaking around or anything, any kind of trails. You just see the darkness of space, the light overriding from the gas giant. And yeah, it's you don't see any kind of flashes of any starships around. It just looks pretty dead from what you can see. You are not close
Okay.
enough to discern any real detail, even as your magnification happens on your combat armor. It still doesn't pick up anything. You're just getting a lot of shine coming from the gas giant in what you're seeing, and the distance is way too far to discern any kind of detail on any of the planet's surface.
And there's no ships anywhere nearby that might be trying to fake comms to try to lure us in.
You're looking around everywhere, just 360. You just do not see anything.
Okay, I'll quickly go over the comms and let them know. No one's in the vicinity, so we're okay for the moment.
You hear Tara speak up. I remember this signal. I remember this frequency. It was our frequency for our ship. I've been scanning it for so long, many years. I was hoping you guys get back.
I'm gonna try to triangulate that as we're drifting along, getting direction feeds on the source of that signal, and see if I can figure out where it's coming from.
The scout array
Precisely.
picks it up pretty readily. It appears to be on the surface of the planet which you left her.
Captain Adamus, confirm the origin of that signal is planet side.
Okay, well, we should probably go down and pick her up. Cobb, come in.
Yeah.
Make sure all our firepower is ready to go. And Kos, make sure we're ready to take off at a moment's notice.
Should we refuel while we're here before we go down?
Yeah, let's refuel. That way we can go. We have a quick exit. Overton, make sure our systems are ready to go at a blink of an eye in case we need to make a fast exit.
It's as bandaged as I can get it.
Let's power up the reactor, go back live. We'll keep all of our transponders off, and give the captain the power he needs to conduct a refueling operation.
You head over towards the gas giant. Eventually, within an hour, you start coming up upon the nape of the gas giant atmosphere, and start making a descent into the gas giant itself. The ship starts shaking as you enter in. You start feeling the fuel recyclers kick in, and the pumps start working. and then slowly but surely the gas is separated out, and you start coming up with enough fuel to register that you're at about 50%. Then
Kos, it's time to earn your money. Hope you're as good a pilot as you say you are.
Me too.
he's doing fine. Kos, you are just flying in there, no problem. In fact, you guys notice an improvement from Cora's former piloting. This guy has definitely got the skills, and go ahead and make a nice smooth transition in, and start sucking back more fuel. You don't see any kind of like traffic or anything around. Nothing's being picked up at all. uh you could swear you knew that there were some satellites around here. That nothing. Every once in a while you'll see like off in the distance you'll see some bit of a, looks like a debris field. You see some sparklies coming off the debris field. uh Definitely looks like something got smashed off in the distance, and it's kind of off on the side of the gas giant that you can see. But you suck back as much fuel as your tanks can possibly take, and the indicators go off that everything's checking a-okay. It's just going through the final phase of refining your payload. Overton says, "Yep, it looks like we got a full load."
All right, Coast.
So I lock onto that signal, guys.
Lock onto it.
All right. Smooth and steady.
Okay.
Best way to go about it.
So you are starting to make your approach towards the planetoid, and as you are getting closer and closer, you can kind of hear Tara speak up once in a while. She's like, "Are you getting closer? Are you coming? Are you coming to pick me up? It's been so long."
Captain, see if you can get the information perhaps about what the security situation is on the ground. This could be a trap.
Tara, what situation are you in?
I'm in a facility and there are doctors around. Wait, they're coming by. I have to be quiet. And then you hear the signal go dead.
Captain, this doesn't
Apparently
sound like a
it's-
simple pickup. This sounds like a forced extraction. Are we ready for that?
Hmm.
Do we have a choice?
Captain, how's she
Go ahead.
communicating with us?
Over a personal link tied in with our ship.
Like tech?
Through personal communication. Yeah, with tech.
Okay.
Yeah, we were
Get a
able.
little.
Why? What's going on, Coast?
I just get a little, bit of the heebie-jeebies from those psychers. Just, it's been 20 years,
I know it has.
and
But to know that our former captain is alive, I would risk my life in trying to save her.
fair enough.
Yeah, I'll come over the comms and to Raya and Captain. Perhaps next time she gets in contact with you, ask her something only she would know.
Right on. I will. Coast, slow up the ship.
Okay.
Good or done.
You do notice that you're getting a little bit better readings, being a little bit closer now. You can tell that they're where you had formerly landed on the because there's the high port, and then you see the low port. The low port is dark. In fact, you do see what looks on the surface to be the remains of the of what you can see of the city that was down there. It wasn't a very large, port, but you can still see it. But it is dark. You don't see any lights like you had seen before. The high port, you don't see anything left of it. You are getting readings of various little debris fields around the gravitational, around the planet in orbit. But that is about it.
Just waiting for a callback from Tara.
Shortly after, you do get a little glimmer back. Right? Still there?
I'm still here, Tara.
Please don't leave me. Please come get me. I want to go home. It's been such a long time.
Where is home?
What is it called? 𝙏𝙍𝘼𝙑𝙀𝙍. Which is true.
What was the name of our ship when we bought it together?
She tells you, Nebuchadnezzar. Why did you
Where
change?
did we meet?
Why did you change the name of the ship? Is that the same
How
ship?
does she know that we changed the name of the damn ship? How would she have access to the information, Captain?
I don't know. Start backing out. How do you
Got it.
know that we changed the name?
It's on the responder. I can see it.
How does she have access to the signal?
No, I'm starting to get the heebie-jeebies.
You're on the screen. I can see you. But the scientists don't. I keep on turning it off. Here they come again. Hold up. Here you go, Dad.
I don't know, Adamus, what do you think?
We have to have a place to touch down to pick her up. And we're going to have to fight our way in, it sounds like. Unless she can get herself on a roof or something where we can grab her.
Can we scan on how many people are actually on this landing?
You go
I can
ahead
try.
and do a scan, a life scan, and from your records before going to comparative, you see that this originally had about 10,000 people in this vicinity. You're reading nothing at the starport location, absolutely gone, but you are getting little glimmers off in various patches around on the planet's surface. Possibly dozens or even less. You see about
See if she can get herself someplace where we can pick her up. Maybe she can get to the roof.
you hear her come back in again. They're gone.
Can you get to the roof of that vicinity?
No, I can't. I'm underground. We've been underground for many years. The planet was bombed long ago. We've We've been living underground for many years. There are tunnels that you can get to us from the surface, but it's very dangerous.
Dangerous how?
Some of the reports were that there's these lizard creatures in battle suits. That's all.
I sort of turn off the comm with Adamus beside me. I'm like, are we picking up any of these?
I'll scan again. I picked up no signs of technology.
Yeah, you're just getting life signs in little clusters and clumps, but very small numbers.
Well, Captain, if shows how much dedication we have to Tara, if we're going to go get her, we better pick up a spot and put down. I recommend that someone, those of us that need to go, and the rest of the crew takes the ship airborne and basically flies top Overwatch until we can get back to the surface with her.
We're going to need a team. Adamus, are you with me?
Always been practicing with my laser pistol. I guess it will come in handy.
Perfect. Kos?
You want me down on the ground? Not a problem, but who's going to fly the ship?
What about Rusk?
Covering my mic, I say, what about Frank?
I don't know. Frank, maybe. I think I'll take him. I need someone to man this ship, so Kos, you're my guy.
Need a getaway driver? I'm the getaway driver.
Oh, you're already showing
Lord knows I
your,
can do some action now, to be brutally honest.
your techniques are starting to show off, man. Great job. Cobb,
Yeah,
I'm going to need you.
sounds good.
I'm going to before we leave the ship, I'm going back to talk to Overton.
Okay, you approach Overton. He's in the engineering room, as always, fixing
Pull him
things.
aside. Say, I need your help.
What you need, boss?
We're the captain and other members of the senior crew are going to leave the ship. We're going to try to pick up our former captain. We think we may have located her. We have another individual who's going to be flying the ship in our absence. Do not let him leave the system. If he tries, shut down the reactor. Do not let him depart. Go ahead and steal yourself in the engine room. Be prepared to defend yourself. Do you understand?
Yeah, roger that. Yeah.
I don't want to be left.
Gotcha. Yeah, we won't lead you. You did me a favor getting me off that planet. Trust me, I'll make sure we ain't leaving without you.
Okay. All right. I'll grab my gear, grab my weapons, and be prepared in the cargo bay to disembark as soon as we touch down.
Yeah, and I'll pull Shar and Scott aside and
Mhm. What's up, bud? Nope. Did he lock up?
Oh, I think he froze. Yeah.
Just
protect
said
Zal and
at his pivotal moment. Okay, well now we hear you.
oh, there you go.
Okay, go for
My
it.
internet. Yeah, but we want you to protect the ship, protect Zalia and Overton
He nods.
and Jack.
Yeah.
And make sure Jack doesn't plug anything into this damn ship while we're gone.
Yeah. Well, we have him busy with some toys. So
Good. And keep an eye on Coast if he's not going with us. I don't trust him.
oh Okay.
Not
Well-
Coast, sorry, Rusk.
Rusk.
Coast is fine.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You know, it,
Hey, yeah.
I don't trust him
one
either.
half dozen the other.
He,
Tomato. You're killing me,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, all the bracelets he does, it just creeps me out.
he goes, yeah, I don't trust any car. They're weird.
Yeah.
Bunch of animal
Private
savages.
message to Frank. Private message to Frank.
Yes, yes, Warren.
Grab my combat armor, whatever other gear from my stateroom. You know, codes. Meet the crew in the cargo hold. You're volunteering on a rescue mission.
Oh, thank you, sir. I will do my best.
Oh, and try to act like me until you get off the ship.
Oh, okay, sir.
You know, visor down, the whole bit.
We'll do.
Captain Frank's on board, ready to go.
Thank you, Coach.
Your ship
My
ends up
pleasure.
getting closer and closer and closer to the heading towards the surface of the planet. All of a sudden, your ship goes black. Suddenly, all your lights, like emergency lights, start coming on. You see the red like klaxon light come on. You hear a whoop whoop warnings.
Houston, we
going-
have a problem.
And
Oh,
you hear crackle over the intercom. You hear Overton. We just lost our fusion reactor.
How did this happen?
I don't know. I'm checking. I'm seeing what we can find here.
I check our altitude, see how high we are.
You are still just heading into you're still in orbit, just heading into the atmosphere. And this is when it happens. And you get kind of like some sort of a weird kind of discrepancy coming from your readings from the scout array. It's indicating that there's some sort of emitter that is occurring around the planet, which it did not read before. It's indicating possibly some sort of stealth tech.
Let's see if there's a node that we can fire on to disrupt the effect long enough to get out of the zone.
Okay. You by the looks of it, you're checking things and you're discovering that there seems to be like a pulse information coming from various locations around this circumference of the planet. As you kind of bore into it, you were suddenly switched right off. And
I'm trying to find a weak spot in the armor to try to dissipate the effect.
you're looking. You
Temporarily.
can see that there is several spots that you could probably key in on.
Cobb, this is Adamus. We have a problem. Losing power. I've got some coordinates to fire on to see if we can break this up long enough to get the hell out of here.
Okay, while we're on it, maybe you want to try to get a hold of your friend and see if he can do anything.
Okay, I'm transmitting the coordinates now. I'll try to make contact with the AI, and I'll plug in again to the try to make contact.
So, Kos, you have a dead ship in your hands. You're feeling the yoke and everything is basically under your power. It is no longer automated at all. You have basically emergency lights. Most of your communications and everything dead. And as Cobb, you enter you're in the turret, and you notice the turret is indicating that it is on low power. It's asking, are you sure you want to power up?
Yeah. Well,
Eh.
we got one go at this, guys. Let's make it count.
And your ball turret is like barely moving. It's kind of doing the slow thing. It's under battery power right now.
Yo,
Overton's
boy.
calling, hey, I would take very cautionary procedures here. You guys are using a little bit too much power here.
Overton, we've got to try to disrupt this effect. Be prepared for a full power burn as soon as we're clear.
We got no power. We're on
We're trying to
battery
get it-
right now.
We're trying to get it back. If we can disrupt the effect, you're going to get power back. Be prepared to get us the hell out of this atmosphere as soon as we can.
Cobb, you go ahead and turn the angle towards the source.
Yep.
Roll the fire. And nothing happens. It's dead. Beam turret is indicating very low power.
Well, we're going to need more power. Otherwise, we're going to have to do this the hard way.
Those in a combat armor suit, you notice you have a reading coming up. It's showing battery power only.
Everyone,
I'm
switch to
gonna-
projectile weapons. Do not use laser weapons. Those will probably not work.
I'm going to see if I can connect to the AI.
You connect to the AI, slip it in, and yeah, you communicate with it.
I send emergency, danger, help.
Sorry. It apologizes to you. No power.
I'm going to try to see if I can quickly determine if there's anything I can do on board the ship to jam this effect and basically shield us from it to try to get power back.
You start doing various things, trying to phase, different types of, try all kinds of things within your power with this ship. And as you're doing different things, nothing seems to be working. Overton comes over the intercom. He says, he calls you up. He's like, Adamus, I know what you're doing, and I know that you're trying, but we are wasting more battery power doing this. We are in dire situation right now. I suggest if we're going, since we are heading towards the planet's surface currently right now in the trajectory that we're at, he says, I don't think we'll hit any resistance as far as the atmosphere goes because there is none. But he says we're going to have to save as much as we can in order to create some form of a boost back from hitting the planet right now. He says, I think something is just killed anything that's running on fusion. I can't even get some of my machinery running here, which runs off of their own power, their own fusion reactors. They're dead. I've got nothing going on here. It's just like something just turned them right off. I'm getting no neutrino readings off of anything around here.
Oh, Radio Coast. If we could, do you think we could use the ship to take out whatever we're trying to do? Don't know if it'll work.
Ramming speed.
Well, just gotta land on it. Or if we can drop something big enough, maybe.
Point it out. I'll do my best.
Okay, Adamus, can you try to get the coordinates for whatever it is, and we'll use what we got?
The coordinates were in
So,
orbit, so that's not going to be helpful. At this point, I would say let's pick a site that we can hopefully crash land without killing ourselves and try to preserve the ship as best we can. Maybe in the water, maybe on a flat area of terrain with some vegetation to cushion the blow.
Water
and,
would
try to bring us down.
probably be best. if we get the right angle.
The surface does not have any water. This is a 0 water planetoid.
Wow.
All right. Well, I'll scan using what power I can. I'll scan the surface to find an area close to where Terra is supposedly at. That's flat. If it has no major obstructions, if it has something to maybe cushion the impact of our landing, and I'll transmit that to Kos.
You are picking up a bit of an area where you can see from the trace atmosphere, it is lifting up a lot of dust. And you can kind of see where there's some kind of like dunes occurring around in this one section of a crater.
Kos, we're gonna. I've tried everything. We have no backup power, no ability to get this ship going. It's all up to you now. Here are some coordinates. That's gonna be our best chance to make a successful crash landing.
Alrighty.
And
Do
Kos.
we have any back flaps to this ship?
Any what?
Back flaps. Flaps that open up.
Oh, yeah. You basically have control flaps and everything. Yeah, aerial flaps.
Okay. Let's open up the aerial flaps. We have any juice for one burst of a backfire back booster before we hit the ground.
Overton, yeah, that's my idea exactly. Just use whatever power we have before we hit. Slow us down.
Okay, hit the flaps
Got it,
open.
everybody strap in. This is going to be a very bumpy landing.
So,
I got it facing you.
Kos, this is the most important role of your life. Piloting check, please. And the ship goes ahead and comes in. As you are heading in, you hit the retros as much as you can. And you hear them fire off. And you do feel the shunt of the ship as it's rocking through. And you suddenly hit what appears to be really fast moving ground all of a sudden. From what you see, it was like slow, and then suddenly it's just like a leap forwards from your position, and you run into it. You feel the smashing of the underbelly of the ship hit, and you hear the bang, bam, 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 dud, 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 dud. But in actuality, you land the ship without a breach. It settles within the dune itself. The sand kind of heaves itself over top of the screen on your ship. And you can kind of see it kind of start settling down and running off the windshield.
A leap on the wind.
That's what I was thinking too. Hopefully you'll end up that way, though. Hopefully you don't end up that way.
And I guess that's where we'll leave it for tonight, guys. Nice one. I was hoping for no snake eyes there. That would have been really bad. So it was a good one.
Thanks, guys. That was fun.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Did we get a spare pair of
You got any
shorts?
beer on this ship? You got any beer on this ship? I don't drink, but I can do it.
I think there's a liquor cabinet in the cafeteria.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the switchy here. I'm letting everybody know, hey, if you feel like hitting that sub button, go ahead and let us know how we're doing. You can go ahead and give us comments in the bottom. I'll leave some links to Shadow and Sun's channel if you haven't spawned in his channel, and
Don't forget Spencer.
Yeah, Spencer, the Dispencer show. We'll put that there. Wordle, you have a channel too. Give me the links. Nope. No, you don't.
Nope.
Not yet. Eh?
Channel.
But anyways,
We'll work on that. We'll try and persuade you to start one.
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll
Alright.
be your first sub.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We will tune in next week when we'll find out what happens on the surface of this